Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you as always by MEOR DC. If you want to find out more about us or what we do, check out our website, MEORDC.org, or find us on Facebook at MEOR DC. This week's Torah portion, incredible, Vayera, in the book of Bereshis or Genesis. Many famous episodes and inspiring episodes and awesome episodes in the life of Avram Avinu, Abraham, our patriarch. There's one I want to focus on that to me is, at least as it struck me as I was reading over this week, especially mind-boggling in the spiritual level that we see Avram Avinu has attained. His spiritual strength, it's really almost beyond imagination from the way I look at it. Now you might be thinking, you who might know the portion of Vayera, oh, you mean the Akedah, the commandment to bring Isaac, Yitzchak, as an offering, which is at the end of the Torah portion. And Avram Avinu is ready to follow Hashem's command to do that. His beloved son, and the one that's the realization of his dreams and the promise of a future covenantal people, yet Hashem asks him to bring him up as an offering. He's ready to do it. I'm not talking about that. That is its own story, of course. I'm talking about an earlier episode in the portion, which also shows unimaginable spiritual strength. Abraham prays on behalf of Sodom and Gomorrah, Sodom and Amorah. Hashem lets his beloved Abraham in on his own divine plan to eradicate the tremendously corrupt and decadent and wicked cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Wicked with all manner of transgressions, but, our sages tell us, especially with the sin of cruelty and selfishness and lack of charity. A fantastically wealthy place where it was a capital crime to give a piece of bread to a beggar. Capital crime for the beggar and for the inhabitant who would try to feed someone like that. What's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. This was the perverse final extent of such a philosophy, our rabbis say. And what happens? Abraham stands before Hashem and pleads on their behalf. But Hashem, master of the universe, righteous judge, what if there are righteous people in the city in whose merit the city can be saved? And it's a whole famous back and forth, a dialogue, not in the spirit of chutzpah. Avram does not insolently address Hashem. Every other verse is, I know I'm dust and ashes. Who am I to confront you, the master of the universe? But you're a just God. How could you wipe out if there are righteous people there to elevate the cities? There were no righteous people to be able to save the city. But Abraham, think about it. Abraham was the pillar of kindness and chesed. At the beginning of the Torah portion, he's sitting out in front of his tent on the third day of his own circumcision, trying to bring people in to do hospitality and kindness and benevolence. Sodom and Gomorrah is the antithesis of everything he stands for and lives for. You'd think he could say, well, I'm not happy about it, but let God just wipe them out. And yet he stands up for them and prays for them. And we can learn a lesson here, many lessons, but time is short. Never give up hope on another person. It wasn't meant to be for Sodom and Gomorrah. They were too far gone. But Avram was searching for a spark of redemption, the good in them. We should pray for our fellow man, help them out in every way we can, but pray for them. Never give up hope on another person. Never give up hope on ourselves. It might be too late, but that's not our decision. That's up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to Hashem. Incredible level of spiritual greatness of Avram Avinu, to pray on behalf of a civilization completely opposed to everything he stands for. That's kindness at an unimaginable level. Well, I hope nothing as extreme will take place in our own lives, either wickedness or whatever, but maybe we can rise up to a level of extreme kindness, or shoot for it. Our rabbis say we should always ask ourselves, when are my deeds going to reach the level of the patriarchs and the matriarchs? Or touch the level, come close to the level. That's a high level of care for your fellow man, for the generation you live in, for the civilization you're a part of. Never give up hope. And next week, maybe, don't give up hope that I'll really make it under 3 minutes. I don't know. Have a great Shabbos.